You've tried every expensive face wash and procedures and creams which are available for acne, but your acne seems to persist? The answer might lay on your plate, which is sitting in front of you every day.
Doctor, is there any connection between diet and acne, or is it just a myth?
It is for sure there is a definite connection between acne and the diet. It is definitely not a myth, and it is 100% fact that what you eat is what you are and what your skin is.
We frequently hear about the term sugar. Does it mean direct sugar, or even chocolates, sweets, and bakery products fall into the category of sugar?
Sugar, what you intake could be a direct intake of sugar or an indirect sugar. Indirect sugar, all these processed food, your bread, biscuit, croissants, and all of that does have a lot of sugar which goes into it. So that is the sugar which you don't see. So what you don't see, you know, it's out of sight, out of mind. So all of those also does cause a lot of acne and acne flare-up. So yes, all that what you asked, all the junk food, the sugar-based ice cream. And ice cream in that fact is double-edged. It contains sugar and it also contains dairy. Both are triggers for acne.
Can dairy products such as milk, cheese, and ice cream worsen acne?
Most definitely, yes. Because milk does contain these components of whey and casein. So both of them are known inflammatory triggers in the skin. Anything which increases the inflammation within the skin will cause to a acne flare-up.
Cheese and paneer is said to be good sources of protein for vegetarians.
So it's not that everybody has a trigger to dairy, but if you do notice that your acne gets bad after eating dairy for like about 3-4 days continuously, it's better that you avoid. You have different sources. You have plant-based proteins, you have legumes, sprouts, and soy, soya chunks and all of that. You also have a lot of vegetarian sources, channa, moong. So they are vegetarian sources of protein. So it's not that you need to limit yourself to paneer and cheese. If your body is not okay with that, I think probably you shouldn't put it in with it.
Are whey protein supplements and gym nutrition products contributing to the rise in acne among young adults?
True. Yes. It's not that everybody who takes whey is going to end up with acne. We see a lot of patients, who do walk in with acne, and on further prodding, we come to know that yes, the acne flare has started from the time they've started their whey supplements. I've had few of them wrongly attributed, saying, okay, I started my gym workout and I got acne. It was probably not because of the gym workout which you got acne. It's probably because of the supplements which you started that you ended up getting acne. Whey has definite papers, scientific research to say that yes, it increases the inflammation within the gut, and also in the hair we see the oil secretion changes. The face, the seborrhea, the same oil secretion the face gets more oily and you'll end up with more acne at that point of time. Yes, there's definitely a correlation, and we're seeing more and more of it now.
What are the biggest diet-related mistakes people with acne commonly make?
One is we spoke about sugar now. So they only consider the direct sugar which goes into their plate. The indirect sugar is not counted for. So even that could include even ketchup, jam, and there are a lot of ways sugar can enter. So there's this movement of label padega India. I would definitely recommend that please go and read the label. See how much of total sugar is there in each of your product that you're consuming, and believe me, trust me, you will be shocked to see how much of sugar each of those processed food is containing. That is one. So you need to be mindful of your sugar intake. Second one, you need to have good amount of raw and cooked vegetables in your diet. And that needs to vary. You can just choose based on colors. It doesn't matter what you're eating. There's no superfood for acne that you eat this and my acne is gone. Somebody's saying that to you, they're probably just bluffing to you right now. Okay. So, and then the third one is, it's not just diet related, you need to exercise as well. So whatever goes in, you will have to work out. And this even like something as minimum as, a little bit of strength training and jog or walk, that is something which is definitely going to help your acne.
Can improving gut health through probiotics and dietary changes help reduce acne?
That is a very good question, because now we are moving towards preventive medicine rather than trying to cure things or make things. We most definitely know there are certain things which can't be cured, but can that be prevented? Yes, for sure. There is something called as the leaky gut syndrome, which most of you might be interested in. You guys, I'd suggest further read up on the leaky gut. So what you like, I began this thing with saying that what you eat is what your skin becomes. So there's a lot of role of probiotics, prebiotics, postbiotics. So that includes all these, our ancient, old ragi amli, ganji, overnight soaked rice, poha, which is soaked overnight. Buttermilk and curd are something, which would help. These are all fermented food. There's kimchi. Everybody is into this fad. I'm not going to call it a fad, but it's a movement which is started, and it is good. Yes, most definitely. I would support pre-post biotics.
Do popular diets like intermittent fasting, keto, or vegan diets have any effect on acne?
We do notice a little flare of acne when they start with the complete drastic change. Even when they're starting to eat healthy, there are a few of my patients who just started to eat healthy. They're like, doctor, I was fine, and then I started eating healthy and I started getting this acne. There is a little flare, but then rest assured, make sure that you're following the diet on a medical advice. You are meeting a proper trained dietitian and you're following proper medical advice, and I think that should be all right.
How much influence do social media trends and acne clearing diets have on patient expectations? And are these claims scientifically valid?
Okay, so there's a lot of claims which happen on social media. Not everything is true. Whatever you see on the social media, take it with a pinch of salt. See if that thing is valid. Speak to your dermatologist. See if it's worth trying. If it's something very drastic, I would, probably think 10 times before doing it. And not everything you see on social media is true.
What foods should acne-prone individuals include?
A good balanced diet is what is recommended. So you have proteins. We spoke about vegetarian source of protein. So then there's non-vegetarian source of protein as well. So for our friends who eat meat, then good amount of raw fruits and raw vegetables, and maybe parboiled or grilled vegetables. So and then some amount of fat is also necessary. It's not that you have a completely no fat diet. So yeah, basically a balanced meal, something make your plate look colorful. More the natural colors are there in your plate, it's probably just getting more healthy, that's it.
Is there any impact of seasonal fruits like mangoes and jackfruit on acne? If yes, how should we consume regional and seasonal fruits?
Seasonal fruit is the way to go. But yeah, mangoes do cause a little bit of flare in the acne. And anything you're taking in even as a natural sugar, the sweet, keep it in a limit. So maybe one slice of mango, one serving of the jackfruit. You keep mind your portion, the portion which you're eating, and that you should be okay eating anything at that point of time. Definitely, I would recommend going seasonal. And summer is not just mango and jackfruit. So it's also jamun and water apples. So they're all low GI fruits. So yes, why not?
If you could give only 3 dietary recommendations to someone struggling with acne, what would they be?
Cut out your chocolate and sugar intake. Cut out ice creams completely from your diet. Nothing which is in a packet goes in. So anything that is bread, cookies, ice cream, chocolate, anything, all of that is off, and have a very colorful, fruity, vegetable-filled plate with a good amount of protein in it and some amount of carb for sure.
Should I follow or not follow social media doctors?
No, because see, your skin is you. In each person is different. So you can't generalize and get AI driven answers to your solutions. Yes, you want to understand something better and you are reading more about it, that's all right. But probably asking internet for answers to your problems, it's not going to make the cut. You'll probably have to see, a doctor in person, a dermatologist preferably for your skin.